Hey everybody, it's Francisco with The Deaf Life. In this video, we are going to be doing something different. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. There's been some people who have been asking for me to show my setup or how I create content. So today I'm going to give you a quick look behind the scenes on how I prepare for my live streams, how I create the videos for YouTube, and my setup that I use for everyday work. All right, let's get to it. Okay, let's get started with how I set up for my live streams. So this is pretty much from the point of view when I'm sitting recording. You can see that I have my main camera. This is a Sony A5100, and I have my phone here. So I'm usually live streaming, and right above that, I have the camera where I'm recording me answering the questions so I can repost them later. For the audio, I have this cable that fits into the camera, and this comes from this Zoom PodTrack P4, and that's what I use as an audio interface. So here I have all the devices pretty much connected together. So I have the camera, my iPhone, the iPad, which I have usually stream beats playing in the background, the microphone that I have right now. It's just a budget microphone, newer NW800. And the reason why I picked up this audio recorder was because I wanted to do a little bit more on Clubhouse, but it turned out that I didn't have enough time. But at the same time, when I picked this up, I knew that I could use it for as an audio interface pretty much. So even if one day I decided to start a podcast, I could have someone call in and I could capture the audio from the phone and record it here. So on the live streams, you might see me sometimes not looking straight into the camera from my phone. I'm looking right above it, and that's because I'm recording the answers to the questions, which I then later edit and post as IGTV videos on Instagram. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much my setup. This is my main light. Right now it's set up to 50%. I also have this rim light. I put a piece of clothing on it so it's not so the light gets diffused a little bit by the time it hits me. So yeah, this is pretty much my setup for the live streams. I decided to start recording now because I'm getting ready to record an unboxing video. Somebody sent me this projector and I'm going to do an unboxing on it. So that should be coming out pretty soon. Okay, so let's keep talking about lighting. Let's start behind my desk. As you can see, I have LEDs behind my desk that come with a remote, and I can change the colors. Then up here I have this desk lamp that I can adjust and move anywhere I want. Right now I just have it casting that light onto the wall. It has an RGB light bulb, so I can control it with an app and change the color for that. Up here I have just I believe this is a Viltrox light, and I'll post the model of the light in the description or in the video somewhere. But this is pretty much what I use to get some lighting on my desk, and also get some lighting on my face when I'm creating tutorials on my computer. The other light that I have is sort of like a strip light that I created. I pretty much just strapped these LEDs onto this piece of metal, and then they cast a nice light against the wall. But they were not bright enough, so I ended up getting this RGB light, which this one is there it is the Pixel G1S. I really like that light, and as you can see, you can't even see it. You just see that light that is casting against the wall, and I just have it match the same color as those LEDs down there. Okay, so I think that's all that has to do with lighting. The last piece related to content creation is this here. This is an old Sony A5100 with, I believe this is a 35mm lens that I use to record my face when I'm recording tutorials for the YouTube channel. And when I'm recording videos or tutorials for the channel, I use this microphone to capture the audio for those. And this arm became very helpful because I can move the microphone wherever I want it. And like I mentioned before, the greatest part about that is that I do not have to wear headphones anymore when I'm on a call. I could just use the regular computer speakers to capture the sound, and this microphone does a good job of not capturing the background noise and creating a feedback loop. Now let's talk about computers. So currently I have two computers. This is my personal computer. This is like a 2-year-old Alienware Aurora R8 or R7, I forget which model it is. And this is my work computer. So to be able to run both computers with the same keyboard mouse setup, I had to get this Kvm Switch. So pretty much by pressing this button or these buttons here, I can switch from one computer to the other. So as you can see right now, I have the computer on the left selected, and keyboard, mouse, and monitor are both connected to that. So if I wanted to switch to the other computer, I would just click here, and that would switch over to my personal computer. I did invest also on a USB 3.0 USB hub, which is connected to the back of this. And that just makes it simple, so that way everything, keyboard, mouse, microphone, and capture card for the camera are all connected to that Kvm switch, and I simply just press a button and everything switches over to use the one computer or the other. There is one limitation, however, that the Kvm switch only supports 2 monitors. So the monitor on the top here, this HP, is connected directly to my work computer. So this one I can use only when I'm using my work computer. Otherwise, I only use these bottom 2 monitors. I don't know if you can tell, but the monitors are all different. None of them are matching. So that's the next upgrade that I'm going to make. I have 2 Dell 4K monitors down here that I haven't set up. I'm planning on getting a different arm so I can get more real estate on the desktop itself. I want to get rid of those stands, so that way I'll just clamp that new stand to the back and then have 2 matching monitors at the bottom, and then pick one to have as a third monitor. The next thing I want to talk about is the keyboard. I ended up getting an ergonomic keyboard. This is the Logitech, what model is this? Ergo K860. And I have the old MX Master 2, I believe it is, 2S, MX Master 2S. And I also have my DAS keyboard, mechanical keyboard, that sometimes I bring out. So this keyboard is not wireless. I'm hoping that DAS keyboard comes up with the wireless mechanical keyboard. I would be all over that. Luckily, I could just plug it in right there, and as you can see, it's ready to go. This has the I believe blue switches, so it's really clacky, and it's one of the things that I really like about this keyboard. All right, the last thing I want to talk about is the desk. This is a desk from Autonomous. I got this desk for doing some work for them, and I'm hoping that I could do some more work so I can get a chair as well, because this one is pretty old. thank you for joining me and giving me a chance to share a little bit behind the scenes. If I missed anything that you wanted me to touch on, please let me know. All right, thank you, and catch you in the next one.